Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer, welcome back to European Truck Simulator 2, and welcome back to Duisburg, Germany. Yeah, that's about right. So, a couple developments. One is the game patched up to 1.32.27, I want to say. It patched again after having brought in the big 1.32 patch. You know what I'm trying to say. And I couldn't make any improvements to the truck. I could not get the truck configurator to work, so I had to go in and start peeling out mods. And what I found was, and this may apply for you as well, it may not, but what I found was when I took out any mods that had to do with creating rigid trucks, that seemed to help me. And I don't know if that's going to work for you or not, but I had things like the cast rigid box for the RJL Scania. When I took that out, and some of the, I had to lose my Antos too, that little Mercedes Antos, like one of my favorite trucks. That comes with a rigid, like built into the mod. That was causing a game crash as well, but only when we went into the configurator. So now we do have the trailer dealer, and we can go in and configure. And we couldn't do this before. So pulling out rigid mods seemed to help. And I mean, you know, if you know this game and if you have your game heavily modded, you know it's like a mini game, right? The mod conflict mini game. But at any rate, we got this working. Now, here's the problem. We don't have any money. And I'll show you something else that's interesting. This really kind of seemed weird to me. Wait, I got rid of the Antos in the mod manager, but I didn't sell it, right? I should have, but I didn't sell it. So now when we go into Truck Manager, we have not available, right? And this is our truck for Eric. But check this out. When we go into Driver Manager, if we go to Eric, he's got a truck. He's got this generic Scania, right? Now it says he's idle, but I'm going to follow up on this because this looks like, I don't know. I don't know if SCS has set it up now so that if you lose a truck out of your mod manager, that it just puts a generic truck in there to keep your driver working so you don't take that loss. I don't know, but this is what Eric is driving right now, so we'll see. Right. Status. Okay, anyway, enough talking. Let's get to work. So we're in Duisburg, and I'll tell you what, are we? Yeah, we are. But why do I not see our arrow? Moment, please. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, we're in Duisburg. Okay. I'm used to seeing the blue arrow when we go to the job market. So now we go back here. And then we go back here. And then we go back here. Oh. It's this YouTube life, man. So, Duisburg. I want to go... Wait a minute. That's the problem. I'm hitting the wrong button. Freight market, not quick jobs. There's my blue arrow. Fantastic. Okay, I'd like to go deeper into Germany. To see about... There we go. To see about some of these changes that SCS says they've made, because they've redesigned Germany or redone Germany. So let's take this job. It doesn't expire for an hour, but it looks like it's right in town, so we should be able to get to it quickly enough. And we just slept. Also, look at this render, man. Look at this. They said they sped it up. I haven't made any changes to any of my settings as far as my graphics settings. I think this looks fantastic. So I was noticing this in ATS the other day, yesterday, right? Because I don't know, developers always say we improved this or we improved that. Hard to tell, but I really feel like they have made some changes and improvements to the way this game renders. I'm super happy with it. And we are running Reshade and SweetFX, but as with American Truck Simulator, we are just locked in at an absolute rock solid 60 FPS, and I have no doubt if I took the lock off that we would be able to go over 60 FPS. And this is in a city. And we'll see how we do if we end up driving at night. We'll see how we do with lights on, but I'm really impressed with 1.32. A lot of the patches, you know, they add a couple things, or it's going to be the newest and greatest thing ever, and then it turns out to maybe not be that big a deal. But I feel like 1.32 really, they've really done some good things. I'm enjoying it, and I was a little bit bummed that we lost the Ontos, because it is, like I said, one of my favorite trucks. But then at the same time, it's like, oh, come on, man. When I think back to Sims that I've played in the past that I was really, really into, or whatever, and they're long gone. You know, I don't play them anymore, and I don't. You know what I mean? It's like, it seems like a big deal at the time, but it's really not that big a deal. It's one of those. It's not. How do I want to say this? It's not like hoarding or anything, but I feel like, for me anyway, I want all my mods to work at the same time. Now this is... okay, here it is. Oh, you know what? Did it do it again? I feel like lately the nav has been sending me in circles. It's happened many times in ATS. It's happened many times in ATS where the navigation sends me like all the way around the outside of a city to get back to exactly where I was. See, like, look at this. Look at the mini-map right now. What the hell? It just wants me to go in a continuous circle. Moment, please. Moment, please. Where are we going? It's back here, isn't it? It's NBFC, is it not? It is NBFG. Okay. Oh, game. Oh, game. Right. But we ain't scared. And it's giving us an opportunity to see Duisburg. Yeah, fantastic. Now, one thing is I did have to take out the Grimes. We were running the Grimes summer weather. That seemed to be causing a problem. In fact, all the Grimes mods, we had Paris rebuilding, Germany rebuilding, we had Grimes summer weather, and we had Grimes realistic city lights. And I feel like we had to take out all of those to get things to work. Oh, that is terrible. That fence right in front of us, it was right between the pixels, and it was just blinking on and off. Oh. I gotta go 4K. That's the only solution. I gotta go 4K. So yeah, the Grimes stuff, I had to take all that out, and I really like his stuff, so I'm looking forward to him updating for 1.32 so we can get those back in. And then the other mods, I was able to keep all my accessories, and I was able to keep all my KAST trailers, so I'm happy about that. And as far as the rigid stuff, I mean, our budget is so low right now, we don't have any money, so it's not like we were going to be doing rigid conversions anytime soon. So in a way, it's like sort of not that big a deal. Same with the RJL Scania. That's at least a 250,000 euro truck. So it's not like we were going to run right out and buy one. So we're not, I don't feel like we're really missing out on anything. Press the phone key to view the job offer. Yes, I will. Freight market. And now this is going to Kassel as well. In fact, all this stuff is going to Kassel. Doesn't pay as well. Let's take the magnesium. We got to make some money. And we're also due right about now is when our loan payment is going to come out. So I'm curious if, because we sold the Ontos, or, well, we didn't really sell it, we lost it when I deactivated that mod. Because we lost the Ontos and didn't get anything for it, I think the game has... I think the game has just given us kind of a generic truck to keep that driver working. So I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on the heads up there. Ah. We'll have to keep an eye on the heads up there and see if that driver keeps making us money. If they do, that's great, because we did lose a truck, but we'll have to, at some point, we'll have to buy another truck. And I'm just thankful we're going to be able to make money in the meantime and not have a driver down, or not have to fire a driver that's sort of leveled up a little bit. You know what I'm saying. You always know what I'm saying. Bottom line, we got to make some money because we are broke. And that's the reason I haven't bought a trailer, is we ain't got no money. Now, I did keep this profile going, so we have more money than if we would have started from nothing. But I just started this profile not too far back for 1.31, so we didn't have a lot of money to begin with. And now we have, I guess, even less. You know what I'm saying. Says he wants me to pull out. Oh, you're having a bad day. Sorry, buddy. Right, let's finally get on the road here. Jeezy Pete's. And I don't have a date for ProMods 2.30. But I think it's going to be fairly soon. Their website says late summer, and I know ProMods has to work in with SCS. They have to. It's too big a mod. It's too important a mod, and there's just no way SCS Soft releases a patch or something, and then the ProMod crew is like, okay, we'll take a look at it and start working. Like, there's just no way. It would take them months and months and months to get caught up. So I feel like ProMods works in with SCS Soft, and they have the upgrades that they're going to make when they release a new V. Like, they have those upgrades sort of ready ahead of time. You know what I mean? Like, they were working with 1.32 months ago. They were working with 1.32 as soon as SCS Soft had something to send them. So it's supposed to be out hopefully pretty soon. Late summer. It's August. This is late summer. So as soon as that is available, I'll get that going as well. But I really didn't want to. I'm tired of starting new profiles. And I know sometimes you have to. There's some patches that just demand it. But when possible, I would like to not start a new profile. I've done that enough times. In the years that I've been playing this game, I don't know how many times I've started a new profile. It's got to be 15 times, 20 times. Oh. Okay. All right. Oh, we just snuck through there. Fantastic. Now, here's the next question. I'm thinking of taking my scaling up, because that picket fence is really, really starting to bug me. So, because our frame rate is so much higher now, I think it's going to be safe to take the scaling up. And we may end up sort of back where we were as far as FPS, but we'll have a better looking render. So I'm going to think about that, because it's kind of working my nerves. And I'm also as far as the boxes under the trucks, where the shadows are, I know we're in a beta, and I know Jazzy Cats hasn't released an update for his AI truck traffic, and I'm pretty sure that's what that is, that the big black shadows are just Jazzy Cats. Although, yeah, I think that's all Jazzy Cat stuff. So when he releases a patch, which should be soon because he's really timely about patching things, when he releases a patch, let's see if the boxes go away. If they do, great, not a problem anymore. If they don't, I might have to deactivate that, or at least track down what the cause of that is. Because it's, like right now, everything's super. I'm really immersed driving my truck. Every time I see one of those trucks, it really pulls me out of the game. And it's weird because it doesn't seem like it's on the buses, and it doesn't seem like it's on the BDF traffic. It's just on the truck traffic. And I think that may have something to do with the trailer pack, or not the trailer pack, but the ownable trailer part of the patch. I think there may be some different things in there as far as rendering, and he just hasn't caught his up yet, so it'll get there. And I think that's about it. It's funny to me that there are some games that it's super, super easy to cheat in money, and then there are others where it's like next to impossible. And this is a game where it's like next to impossible to cheat in money. And from one angle, I really like that, because it does. You can get a money and XP hack, but I don't need 999 billion euro. Like a couple 100,000 would be okay. And it's weird because on the one hand, I'm like, well, I don't want to cheat in money because that's, we're cheating. That's not fair. And then from another angle, it's like, well, we just lost a truck. I wouldn't say through no fault of our own, but we didn't. It's not like we made a bad business decision. The game patched over, and we have an incompatible mod. So I guess I'm saying I wish there was a way to recover the money that we lost from that mod without it turning into 999 billion euro, because I don't want that. Hey, where'd that guy come from? I don't want to go bankrupt. How else to say it? I don't want to go bankrupt when we haven't really done anything wrong. And those signs, interesting. Oh no, they're not. I thought those signs were facing the wrong way, but they're absolutely facing the right way. Right. So this looks good right here, but I got really spoiled by those Grimes weather mods. So I'm looking forward to. There's our loan payment. I'll take a look today. He may have already updated them, but I know some mod makers wait until the beta is more stable before they do a lot, because it's, they don't want to end up chasing the dragon where they make a change, they release a patch to their mod, and then the beta changes again, and they got to make another change. So I think some mod makers give it a few weeks, and then the fixes come in. So we'll see. But I'll take a look at Grimes. He's got a Facebook page. He's got a WordPress page. I'll take a look today and see if he's got anything available. And other than that, it's just waiting on pro mods, and everything else is from workshop, so they should all update automatically, or at least download automatically when they update. I feel like the speed limits are, I know they said they dropped the maximum speed limit to 80 kilometers an hour in France, but I feel like the speed limits all over are a little different. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, that's just, I feel like we're getting into the can't be unseen kind of area with those black boxes. I will do something about that after this episode. I don't know. First look at 1.32, I think I was so excited about 1.32 that I wasn't really worried about it. But I feel like now it's kind of getting to be a problem. So I'll sort that out off camera. But I'm glad I got the configurator sorted out. And, oh, you know what? I just thought of something. I hadn't even thought about trying to sell that truck, that generic Scania that they gave us. I hadn't even thought about trying to sell that. And I also need to take a look and see if that's a truck that we can modify. I have a feeling that it's just a placeholder, right? Like they gave it to us, but we don't own it. We can't do anything with it. It's just to keep that driver working because we lost a truck with a deactivated mod. But I'll take a look. If we could sell that truck or modify it, well, then we will. All right, we'll get in there. So we'll see. And let me go a little bit more. Let me take a step back and go a little deeper. I think the first version of ETS that I had was like 1.18 or something. It wasn't like early days, but it was fairly early days. And it was like I was into the mods before I was into the game. I just thought it was cool building trucks, and then I started driving more, and it went from there. But I ended up with a massive mod folder like everybody did. And this is when I was still on a serial number copy. And I have to say, and you can even see this in some of my 1.30 videos from when I first started the channel. As we got closer and closer to 1.31, I was like, oh, I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to lose all my mods. And it seems like no matter how many times the game patches up, no matter how many times we totally like sort out all our mods, or I'll just speak for myself. It seems like it doesn't matter how often the game patches and how often I always get my mods sorted out. Every time it's time to do it again, I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get it working as well as it is now. But then I always do. So it's weird because it's like I should be confident that I'll be able to get my mods sorted because I always do. But every time there's a big patch, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm not going to be able to get them in the right order again, and they're never going to work right again, and I'm going to lose my favorite truck, and it really is a mini game. Like I don't know. We have to spend so much time keeping the game running that I think sometimes I lose sight of the fact that we always keep the game running. You know, so it'll be. Maybe someday it'll be completely automated where we never have these kind of conflicts, but for now, you know, what can you do? Oh, Jazzy Cats did just update his bus pack, so we are running the very newest, latest and greatest Jazzy Cats buses. And I'm telling you, man, Jazzy Cat stuff really adds a ton of immersion to the map. Forget about the black boxes on the trucks right now. We'll get those fixed. But it really, those are the first mods that I download and the first mods that I activate in a new profile. Because for me, it just totally changes the game. Right. And I'd like to, Okay. I have a theory. So in the patch notes, it says some trailers have been discarded and they're no longer using them. And I bet those black boxes are for SCS trailers that are in the Jazzy Cats pack that are no longer being used. I bet that's what it is. Okay. Next episode, I'm going to turn the trailer pack off, the AI trailers off. Let's see how it looks. Also, fingers crossed, but I have not had a lag spike in ETS or ATS in many, many episodes. I made some changes in Shadowplay, and I hope we can get that sorted, because that was really making me nuts. But don't know yet. Is it here? No, it's here. Okay. And I will take that scaling up. I think we're at about 150 right now. We were at 400, and I feel like that was good for us. So let's take it back up. Might not take it back up to 400, but I will take it back up. Is it here? How do we get in? Okay. Looks like we're going around the block. And this is not a Pro Mods area. I know some of the Pro Mods deliveries are so tricky, like how you get in there. You gotta go in here and then loop around and go back to the first place, but then cross over a little thing. And I found that's more in Pro Mods and not in base game, but this one is feeling like it's kind of hidden in there. So now, can we go in here? No. There was one other thing. I'll take a look. I had so many mods turned on and turned off today, trying to find the bug, going on my bug hunt, and at this point I honestly can't even remember if my physics mod is turned on or off. But I know braking distance is really affected by that. So I'll take a look at that as well after I'm done. Right. So it's got to be here, but then from here, I don't know where we go. Okay. So I do know this one. Concentrating. Concentrating. Man, I have not been able to do this in one swing, I swear, for like weeks. And I used to be able to. But no more. I want to blame it on the game. But I feel like I just lost my parking mojo. Alright. So, set the brake. Engine off. Let's see how we did. Beautiful. Made a little money. Right on. And got some XP. Fantastic. Folks, thanks for stopping back to check out The Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of European Truck Simulator. And we'll see you next time. Take care now.